Hey, what's up, everybody? You already know what time it is. Time to hang out with your holistic homie, me, Maxie, as I hop in your energy and raise it up just a little bit. You know the vibes. As normal, no people pleasing. We encourage you to have an opinion, contribute to the conversation, and just be respectful and cool. Secondly, don't be a hater. If you hear something that you don't agree with, if it don't apply, just let it fly or pass it by. Thirdly, don't be a know-it-all, me included. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to lecture to you, but I'm here to learn with you and grow with you. So, lastly, just be respectful, respect people's differences of opinions, differences in experiences, because we're here to have a good time and really just elevate each other and raise each other up as a community. Cool? All right, I'll give a few people a little time to get in before we get started, but it is Wind Down Wednesday, so we're just going to have a pretty chill evening, spend a little time with me, talk a little bit, get in your energy a little bit, but make sure you like, subscribe, say hey if you're in the room, let me know that I'm not just talking to myself. But as I always say, if you enter with good intent, I promise you that you'll leave a little bit better than you came. All right. So happy Valentine's Day week. Whether you're booed up, knocked up, locked up, blocking your ex in the spirit, tonight we're just gonna check the energy. We're gonna look at our romance, emotions, and just general energies this evening. So I'm gonna shuffle my cards a little bit. You just make sure you sit back and relax. Take that wig off, loosen that brow, and lock in, because I plan on giving you a good thorough energy reading this evening. I hope you enjoy it. We have some downloads, of course. We're gonna start with those. I'm just kind of getting everything organized, y'all, in the interim. But kick back, relax. We're gonna get started. All right. So as we're getting ready to start, I have a question that I want you to focus on for the reading today. I want you to ask yourself, what kind of love am I actually available for right now? Not what I want, not what I think I want, but what am I actually ready to receive? So that's our question for the evening. What am I actually ready to receive? So all right, let's get into this Wind Down Wednesday. We'll start with the downloads. Download number 1. Imagine praying for the very people that wish for your demise. Little did they know that every prayer of destruction was planting a seed towards your greatest comeback. Your success will silence your naysayers. So anybody that had anything negative to say about you, the proof is in the pudding. People may have called you crazy. People may have told people that you're unstable, that you're unfit, I don't know, or anything that people may have said about you. You are the living proof that those people were wrong. For whatever reason, why someone that you're close to may have not been praying for your upliftment, may not have been encouraging you, but may have low-key been praying for your demise. And it happens way more often than we realize. So be careful who you pray for, who you pray with, and who you allow to pray over you as well. All right. Download number 2. Collapse comes before expansion. You cannot build upon a platform that supports a version of yourself that you no longer resonate with. Nothing went wrong. Everything went just the way it was supposed to. And you are in your divine timing. You're right on track. So even if everything has crumbled around you, just know that that was meant for your greater outcomes in the future. And it may not seem like it right now, because when we're in our midst, we can't necessarily always see the light. But if you just keep on trucking forward and you stay encouraged, trust me, although it may not feel the best, you are doing the right thing and you are on the right track. Download number 3, don't attempt to rebuild what was meant for resolve. When God takes something out your life, let it go. Let it go. Sometimes we cripple ourselves because we try to hold on to something that God is pushing us away from. And that comes with consequences. That's just like not learning a lesson. You should anticipate that you're gonna have to repeat the same thing over and over again until you learn the lesson. And the same thing happens when God takes something away and you hold on to it. That very thing that you hold on to will be the thing that'll break your heart or to contribute to your demise. So 3 things to remember for your downloads. 1, imagine praying for the people that's wishing for your demise. While you're praying for them, they are praying for your demise and your downfall. 2, when you do fall, just know the only way up is up. So be encouraged. And just know that all things happen for a reason and all things within due time. Lastly, if God takes it away, let it go. If God takes it away, let it go. If you pray it away, let it go. If you hate your job and you say every day, oh, I just hate this job. I hate this job. I hate this job. And you lose that job, maybe it's a blessing because you didn't like being there anyway. If you have a partner and they mistreat you, they abuse you, they do all kind of things to you, and they leave you all of a sudden, it may be a blessing. You don't run behind them and chase them back. You let it go. Because when God removes something from your life, it's for a reason that you can't see at that moment. All right, cool. Songs. We have a few songs of our music mix. First song being Overnight Celebrity by Twista. Overnight Celebrity by Twista. And like I said, it's your responsibility to go download these songs and listen to them on your own. But if I suggest a song, trust me, it's going to be about. But Overnight Celebrity. Maybe you're going to become a celebrity overnight, y'all. I don't know. Anything is possible in today's time if you have faith and you believe it. Anything is possible. But Twista's birthday is November 27th, 1973. So Sagittarius could be significant. 11, 27, 73. Those numbers could mean something. If you ever play a number that I shout out, please give me a little percentage of your lotto wins. I'll be greatly appreciative, I promise. And I'll even tell people that you graciously gave it to me. Speaking of lotto wins, that takes us to our second song, The Lottery. Was not the song is not called The Lottery. I sound like an old person when they be like, did you check the Facebook? No, but the name of the song is Lottery by Lotto. Lotto's birthday is December 22nd, 1998. Somebody might be born in 98. That is Capricorn. Capricorns. It's also featuring Lou Kayla. She's Canadian. Birthday July 21st, 1995. Those numbers, birthdays could be significant to someone. Maybe you should play the lottery. Maybe you'll win. Maybe you should go buy a scratch off. And I ain't saying go spend your last and gamble, because I'm not here for that, to encourage that. But when you don't do something and you take a chance to do it just like once, sometimes it comes with once in a lifetime results. So if you've never played the lottery before, try it out one time. And don't pick generic numbers like my favorite number is 2 and my birthday is this. No, just let the spirit give you random like numbers that you probably never would think of and play those and let me know how it works out for you. And the last song I had was Love, Sex, and Magic by Ciara featuring Justin Timberlake. And Justin Timberlake is an Aquarius as well. His birthday is January the 31st, 1981. So January 31st could be significant. Aquarius, 81. But Justin Timberlake, that's a very soulful white man, y'all. And that song is pretty cool. Ciara's birthday is October 25th, 85. Okay. So we have October 25th, 85 and January 31st, 1981. All right, so those are our music songs. We have Overnight Celebrity by Twista, Lottery by Lotto featuring Lou Kayla, and Love, Sex, and Magic, Ciara featuring Justin Timberlake. All right, so let's get into our reading. I'm going to start with pulling from the Prayers to Light Your Path deck, and then we'll go from there. I hope everybody's having a good evening. I know I am. It was a very long day, but I still wanted to hop on and see how y'all doing. See if I can give you some encouragement or some guidance. Like I said, happy Valentine's Day week. I hope that you get all the love and all the affection that you desire. And if that ain't your thing, I hope you get your peace and your solitude. If you want to spend it alone. I know this weekend I'll be spending it with friends and other singles, and we'll be out in these streets mingling. So if you don't have somebody, don't feel down. Still be encouraged. And don't go back to your ex just because you don't have nobody for the holiday. I don't know who that's for, but don't go back just because you lonely. Because that person ain't changed. But okay. Our card is, in the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. Matthew 5, verse 16. And I was kind of talking to a friend about this earlier, but like when you have kids, it's like you are a representation of your father or your mother. And same thing with God. We are representatives of him. So when people see us, they should see him. And that's all we're saying here in the scripture today. Lord, there's no better time than the present to be your light extended to those around me. Help me to get beyond myself and become an open vessel through which your light can shine. Give me your wisdom. Amen. That's a good prayer. You should always pray that God leads us and guides us and gives us his wisdom and his light. That way we don't have to be stuck in the dark. All right. So I'm going to see if I can pull a couple oracle cards, and it'll give us a general feeling for our read for today. Our first card being, don't be afraid to step out on faith. All right, don't be afraid to step out on faith. No matter what the area is, it could be professional endeavors, romantic endeavors, weight loss, overcoming addiction, anything that you want to overcome or achieve, you must step out on faith. It's like in tarot, we have the Fool card. And yes, it's foolish to jump off of the deep end into a new adventure, but there's a freedom that comes in that foolishness, because the world is at your fingertips if you have enough faith to just step out and know that no matter where you're going, your higher divine power will catch you and keep you. You know? This one drop. Psalms. All right, Psalms, like in the Bible, Psalms, right? So the thing about Psalms is Psalms are all prayers. Prayers of protection. So if you ever find yourself in situations, you can go to Psalms and there's going to be something for it. For instance, like if you're dealing with court or you're having justice concerns, Psalms 35 is the Psalm that you will go for that. But Psalms also has been associated with hoodoo practices, not voodoo, but hoodoo practices. And it's really because the Bible that we have is a conglomerate of many practices and religions across time. But Psalms, I use Psalms quite often. I just want to do a Psalms series where we learn how to protect our spiritual energy through using things and tools that we already have. I'm big on saying we don't have to recreate the wheel when we already have a guide on how to protect ourselves and how to gain the desires of our minds and hearts. All right, so we have Psalms. Don't be afraid to step out on faith. Psalms. Okay, so it's giving me a very religious feel. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. It says God is about to handle the haters. God is about to handle the haters. And that kind of ties into that protection piece of things. When you protect it, it doesn't matter what the enemy throws at you, because God's power is strong enough to help send their energy back or transmute their energy into something for your greatness. But whatever it is, God is going to handle the haters. There's also a number 3 on the card. 3 days, 3 weeks, maybe the month of March has some significance. But whoever wronged you, just know that you can let it go because God's taking care of it. Okay? Don't worry about it. God's taking care of it. But don't be afraid to step out on faith and keep living, because people who hate on you, people who bash your name, sometimes they see the greatness in you and they want to block your blessings by being a hater. So let God handle your haters, because he'll make your haters a footstool and you step all on them and you elevate. But, all right, so stepping out on faith, God's handling haters. Get a couple more. What we got going on for the evening? All right, what do we need to know? Someone is masking their hurt. The sad part about when you attack a chosen person or you attack somebody that's living in their light or somebody that's really trying to elevate themselves, you'll end up hurt yourself because one, you're probably disappointed because you attacked somebody that wasn't attacking you. It's like going after somebody that's innocent. Like, why just go attack somebody that is innocent? And like I said in the downloads, the person that you praying for, the person that's praying against you. And you wonder why your manifestations cannot come into fruition because somebody is actively praying that you have a downfall. They're actively praying for your tower. And they're hiding it behind a smile. They're hiding it behind keeping busy or acting productive. But if you look in their eyes and they look a little glossy or wet, it's because that person is hurting. You can read through their soul. They don't want to look at you. They're hurting. All right, this card is Matthew 17:21. It's a missing verse in the King James version of the Bible, even though it corresponds with Mark 9:29. And it's just this, when I see this card, it reminds me of how a lot of times the things that we are given to protect us, the things that we need to know are omitted or taken away. Even like with the Psalms, like Psalms is a lot to read, but if we knew how to use the Psalms more intentionally, we'll be more interested in it. But like I said, this verse was a verse about fasting and praying, which of course is healthy practices, but it just shows the Bible is like a puzzle. Some things are missing in some places, but it can be found in other places. But do your research. All right, we have another card that says, and all these cards are so spiritually, religiously charged this evening. That's not my intent. I pull the cards while I pray first. I pull the cards and I allow them to speak as they speak. But, you know, what's coming out is coming out. Maybe somebody has some church hurt that they need to heal, or I don't know. But we're going to unpack it a little bit. So just strap in and keep up. This card says, light will always permeate the dark, although fun things can happen when all the lights are out. And with the Cancer reading that we had yesterday, you know, they had the card dark. And it is true that fun things can happen in the dark. But light, no matter if you are in your darkness, your darkest moment, if you can just hold on to the light that lies within you and not lose sight of that inner spirit that really can pull you out of anything, you'll always be able to get out of your darkness. And that's the thing that's shocking the haters, because they expected for you to be, they expected for you to self-destruct by now. They knew that they set you up to hurt yourself, or to give up on yourself, or to, I don't know, minimize who you are, to keep their reputation clean, or they want you to be more like them because of association. And, you know, I can't have a friend that does this. I can't have a family member that does that. I can't have a family member that's doing better than me. I can't allow you to succeed if I did not come up with that idea, if I did not encourage you to do that thing. So just keep your light, no matter how many people are attacking you and no matter how close they are to you. Don't give up. This card says, fool you twice, shame on you. When you know how a person is and you still keep letting them do the same thing over and over and over, you cannot blame that person. If you let the same dog bite you twice, like, why did you go to that dog and put your hand in that dog's mouth? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Taurus could be significant. Number 20. So here we also had 19, 20. So nice. Taurus, I'm not sure. This card says, speak from faith, not frustration. And that's important. You know, a lot of times we're trying to manifest our way out of situations, but we are speaking healing from a broken place. And broken words will reap broken results, you know. That's why I encourage even the children, y'all. I encourage the babies to meditate. And I know I didn't grow up like that. Didn't nobody come to me and be like, meditate, you know. It was like, sit your ass down. I'm just kidding. Well, sometimes it just depends on what was going on. But, you know, I encourage the kids to go within and like be calmed within your own self. Like, don't depend on people to regulate your emotions. Like, learn how you feel, learn why you feel that way, and process those things. You know, we talk, we communicate very openly, fluidly, because when you hold in a bottled frustration, it's hard to get out of that situation. All right. I see what this card says. I dropped it. It says, no weapon formed against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. Isaiah 54:17. And like I said, it's a lot of church cards, y'all. And it's funny because everybody think that when you do stuff like this, it's just to like, I don't know what they think. It's a very negative connotation. But the cards that I pull from, most of my experiences have been from me spending time in the Bible, doing research on how to protect myself, how to pray for myself, how to pray for my children, how to pray for others, how to encourage others, how to have confidence, how to be beautiful. Like, I find those things in the Bible, and I find more modernized ways to relay those messages to y'all. That's why I mix the cards up to have a more interesting a reading, because even if you look at what we're doing now, some would call it Bible study because like all of the scripture and all the prayer and encouragement, but like, nah, we just pull in the cards, and you know, it's a space where whatever God wants to come up will come up and come out. Prepare for change. And that could be anything, but whatever it is, you get ready because change is coming. The seasons are changing. People are changing. People's energies are ascending or descending depending on what you're doing. But whatever you're doing, you need to keep it a secret. Positions is playing in the background, so that's gonna lead us to something else, I believe. But we'll get there when we get there. Sharing leaks your energy, so shut up, or at least be intentional in what you're sharing. When you tell people your moves, that gives them the opportunity to counter your approach. That's why in the beginning of the reading, I said somebody's praying against you. Because you keep telling them everything you're trying to do. Every time you say, well, I want to do this, they're like, well, Lord, I don't know why they want to do this, because I don't know. I don't see this. And you probably too old for that. Or when did they start doing this and that? No. If you shut up and don't tell them what you got going on, they can't pray against it. Because the gag is they're not praying for you. They're not praying for your good. All prayer ain't good prayer. And all prayer ain't witchcraft. Some prayer is, because it depends on the intention of what you're praying. I'm pulling cards, but I'm pulling from a positive place. You may be praying, but what are you praying for? Are you praying for yourself? Are you praying for the demise of others? Are you tapping into other people's energy instead of tapping into your own? That's why I encourage people to go within, because I don't get in people's business. And even when we do these cards, it's not to fuss. It's not to chastise, but it's to have a conversation on how we can be better. Because it is our responsibility to elevate our consciousness. And it's our responsibility to, once we raise it, we have to take each other and uplift each other. Failure is found in our interpretation. Failure is found in interpretation. Can't nobody say you're a loser unless you present yourself as a loser. If you know that you gave it your best go, even if it didn't turn out the way that you anticipated, that doesn't mean that it wasn't a success, because success comes in the learning and the growth. And the only failure is when you don't try at all, because you'll never know what you can achieve. One thing about failure is you take that and you evaluate the situation so you don't do the same thing again. And then next time you will succeed. Last Oracle card I'm going to pull for now before I dive into a different deck is knowing without understanding causes hesitation in those who are not spiritually mature. I was watching this YouTube video. It was called Chosen in Light Telling. It was just sharing that even with like pulling cards and doing intuitive readings, I can't prove to you anything because these things come from me, from what God speaks in my heart, in my mind, my spirit. But it's up to you to discern what speaks to you. It's up to you to use your own interpretation because each one of these cards can speak to an individual in a different way. They speak to me in a different way. That's why I share from my experiences, but I also do this to encourage you and uplift you. And I don't have to understand what I know because I'm not hesitant. I am spiritually mature. You know, when you know, you know. And a lot of times when people don't know how you know, they want to make you think that you don't know. Stop allowing people to force you into ignorance because ignorance is bliss. Slavery is ignorance because knowledge is power, knowledge is freedom, knowledge is uplifting. And that's why I'm sharing with you the knowledge I have so you can take that and share with someone else. All right, so we're going to go into our What's the News cards and see if we can have a little fun. What's the news card? And somebody might be clumsy, y'all. I have been dropping things. Clumsy, maybe. All right. DFMU by Ella May. Ella May, interesting. I ain't gonna talk about that lady. All right, Ella May. DFMU. DF, what does that stand for? And I don't have the music playing because I don't want my video to get flagged for copyright. But do anybody know what DF? Hold on, y'all, let me see what she's talking about. I should have had the closed caption. Don't F me up, maybe? Is that what? Don't F me up? Okay. Somebody say don't F them up. All right, LMA, don't F them up. All right, so what's in the news, y'all? Let's see what we got going on. What's in the news? Swept up. All right. It says head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. Somebody falling in love with you and they don't even know why. It's like, it could be a friend. Maybe somebody that never thought of you in that way, but maybe they see a different side of you now and it's really causing them to be like, dang, I'm really catching feelings for this person. And not just normal feelings, like from 0 to 100 kind of feelings, like go ahead on, let's get married. Like we ain't got to play with the dating. Let's just do this and let's do it right. I think that I see two people who are emotionally mature and who are tired of the games, and you will be swept up in love. So if you haven't seen it and you waiting, just know that your wait will not be in vain because the person that you're going to get will supersede anybody that you had before. And it's going to be very intense. There's a lighter here. So also be careful there ain't nobody gaslighting you to make you think that they're in love with you just to get something from you. You know, Valentine's Day right around the corner, and a lot of people want to make sure that they getting their Valentine's Day gift. I ain't been mean to nobody because I'm like, okay, you know, my birthday coming up, so let me not be mean to people. Let me not cut nobody off. Let me not block nobody this week. But swept up. Who's gonna be swept up? What do we need to know about swept up? Tell us more. Swept up. Let's see what we got. Today. You been swept up today. Good vibes, present and in the moment. Maybe somebody's on this live, is in love with somebody that's on this live in this present moment. If you in love with me, say something. Stop playing. It's good vibes. But if somebody is in love with you, be present. And somebody might look like this person on this card. You see he fresh, y'all. Those shoes look good. He got his shorts on. Somebody might have a beard. Somebody might wear hats. They might like their hoochie daddy shorts. They're at the bottom of a pool though, so be careful in water. But he don't look bothered at all. He look very comfortable and cool. Now, all these bottles around could be somebody with that drinks heavy. So y'all be cautious with your drinking. Somebody drinks Ciroc. Ciroc might be significant. I ain't going down the whole Pete Diddy route with the Ciroc, so we just gonna skip over that for right now though. Pink and green. Somebody might be an AKA. Somebody might like neon colors. And these socks are really cute too. This person might love socks. I date him. You know, if he wasn't at the bottom of that pool. All right, today you will be swept up today. All right, tell us more about being swept up today. Who's gonna be swept up? How are they gonna be swept up? Let's see what we got here. Again, black sheep. Are you the black sheep of your family? And if you are, this is the place for you. This is the place for outcasts. This is the place for those who buck systems and rebel. I'm the king of rebelling, and not in a negative way, but I believe in justice, and I believe that sometimes we are just too tied to conformity that we don't stand up for what's right. We're too busy trying to get a check, so we let people walk all over us. People have some horrible bosses, y'all. There's some horrible bosses. If you ever been wrong by a horrible boss, just know you're not alone. Like, that's something that a lot of people deal with, especially in certain fields. And it's hard to be cast out. You become the black sheep just because you stand up for what you believe in. You know, as a person who works for marginalized groups and also identifies as parts of those groups, it's my responsibility to advocate for that community, no matter if the funder doesn't understand or if the investigator doesn't understand. I can't stand in those spaces where I am inauthentic to the community that I serve based on the funding requirements or I don't know. But it's okay to be a black sheep. That's what's gonna make you sexy. That's why you're gonna be swept up. You can go in a room and you can just stand there quiet and people will just gravitate to you because you got that juice. You got that energy. People know the black sheep. No one wants to date the NP, what they call them? The NPCs or whatever, like the just background characters, the ones that load every time you go to this point in the game. Like, nobody want to date an NPC because they can only give you so much. You need to know who these black sheeps are because we the ones with the souls. You know, a lot of people are around here roaming around as soulless incarnates, but like black sheep, we are ostracized because we have a greater calling on our lives. We have greater talents that people don't understand. But it's okay to be the black sheep because even if you are the black sheep, people contributed to you becoming the black sheep. If you are alone, it's because people pushed you away. They didn't love you like they should have loved you. They didn't appreciate you when you were around. But now that you're gone today, they feel some kind of way. This card said kinky ways, fantasies and fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. Valentine's Day coming up, and there are some Aquariuses that are lonely. Because Aquarius is the king of the black sheep, baby. Like, we march to the beat of our own drum. It made people want to fight us all the time. Then if they fight us, they lose. It's no, darling, you lose. Shout out to baddies. But kinky ways, okay? And I'm team Bad Dolly, I'm sorry. So don't get that twisted. You know, Yazoo stand up. Fantasies and fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. That might be contributing to why a person swept away. You know, you might put something on them that they ain't used to. I also see this bull, maybe a Taurus. You know, put Taurus earlier. Maybe somebody into masks and harnesses and things. If you watched my Aquarius from last night, the Terror Temptation Tuesday, I was saying this is what we need. Take them out their comfort zone. Take them out their business suit. Put them in a harness. I told you that last night. Take them to a circuit party and make them sweat. But don't be afraid to tap into your kinky ways. Just make sure you do it in a healthy way. Okay? So tell us more about these kinky ways. Like, who getting kinky? Let's see what's going on with kinky ways. And you see, these readers can shift based on who's watching and whose energy I'm allowed into. So, you know, hey, welcome, whoever's here. Thank you for spicing this thing up a little bit on this wind down Wednesday night. Detective. And it's similar to something that I said in my reading the other day, that one of the downloads shared somebody snooping in your stuff. Like somebody trying to come in your house, see what you got in there. They digging for dirt. So if you have something going on, when you have people in your house, please be attentive to your guests. Don't let them just roam around, go where they want to go. Because people don't never do what they say they doing. They always claim, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. But then you in somebody's bedroom or you in somebody's closet. Like, go sit your down somewhere. Stop digging for people's dirt. Even if it's spiritually, stop trying to tap into people's Akashic records. Like, that ain't none of your business. Get out of there before you be spiritually charged for tapping into somebody's business, and it ain't your business. Honeymooning. See? I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. We got honeymooning, got kinky ways, swept up. Somebody finna fall in love with a freak. And I say that in the best way, not in a negative connotation. But this card says love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. Have you started talking to somebody more? And you could be like me. I'm not a phone person, right? But it's certain people could call me. I'm gonna answer every time, whether I feel like talking or not, because I prioritize people who prioritize me. So, somebody talking to you, and now they got love on the brain. They're starting to feel all the feels. And maybe they know that maybe they know that you're all these things. Maybe they know that you're a black sheep. Maybe they know that you're kinky. Maybe they know that you're a researcher or a detective. And maybe that's the things that they falling in love with. Those are things that's making them fall head over heels for you. Cause even with the detective, it ain't gotta be nothing negative. They might be just trying to figure out how you do what you do. They might be trying to figure out who you are for real. But they should just ask instead of trying to go behind your back and find out. Like, just ask. You want to know something about somebody? You want to know what they do, how they do it? Have enough gusto to ask them. Stop being a punk. And not in a bad way. And y'all know the society that we live in, I had to be very clear in my semantics, because being from where I'm from, I don't mean no harm with most of the things that I say. I just talk in a relatable way because that works for me. But you know, with everything, it ain't for everybody. So if at any time I offend you, you can say something, or you can keep watching, or you can tune out. We have chains. See, all this kinky stuff, I'm not understanding. Chain, well, I took it in the kinky way because of this card. But the card says codependency, unhealthy attachment, and weighed down. And that's why I was thinking about gaslighting or love bombing. Like, if somebody's just trying to jump in a relationship with you, they're probably running from something, someone, or some hurt, or the law, or they need somewhere to stay, or they just, I don't know, they're trying to get revenge. Song, Pack Light, playing in the background. Pack Light. Self-explanatory, you know. Don't let nobody get too comfortable. You know, yes, you may feel like you're falling in love. That mean y'all need to move in together just because y'all feeling each other, you know. Unless you've known this person for a long time, then, like, don't waste your time. Hop on in it. But, like, you know, confirmation. But if it's new, you know, give it time, because you still need to figure out who that person is. Because they'll be snooping through your stuff, trying to find out some dirt on you. And then they've been dipped out. Because one thing about honeymoon phases is they don't last forever, baby. Honeymoon is for a night. Okay? So don't get too swept up, caught up in a honeymoon. You just stay grounded in the present. Stay grounded in what's going on today. Okay? Alright, we're going to pull a couple more. Then we're going to switch to our What's the Gossip deck. I'm going to pull a couple more. Then we are going to switch to the What's the Gossip deck. Thank y'all for joining in. Make sure y'all like the live as you come in to keep the engagement going. I always say, when you are a person from a small town and nobody gives you love, it's hard to get your following up. But, like, I take time to do this for y'all because I care. And, you know, this is a service, okay? And if you ever need an individualized reading, they go much deeper than this. But, like, I ain't gonna really show y'all all my tricks out here or whatever. But it's like, we can handle a lot of things. We can fix a lot of energy. So, like, inbox me if you're going through some stuff and you need something. Talk about some things, pray about some things. I'm that dude, your holistic homie. Don't forget it. I'm here to be used in a good way. Like, don't try to play with me, but, like, I'm here of service. Use me. All right, our next card, SOS. Remind me of Rihanna. SOS, please, someone help me. Distress. Act with urgency. Assistance needed. Somebody needs some help. They might not know how to ask for it, but somebody need help now. If you know that a friend is struggling, y'all, don't wait till don't make them have to ask you. Like, just offer it. If you can do it, just offer it. Don't make nobody beg and grovel. Like, if you can help, offer to help. Don't call nobody and be like, I know that money been tight. You got enough for your phone bill? If you want to pay the phone bill, pay the phone bill. If you want to pay the phone bill, pay the phone bill. You ain't got to call out. They be like, how much your phone bill? I'm finna cash up you some money. That's how you do that. Don't make a person grovel and have to ask you for it. Like, and if you know a person's situation, stop playing with them. Help them. That's what we're here for, to help each other. Because God gonna give it back to you. Currency is meant to be moved. It's not meant to stay in one place. You supposed to send money out. I call people randomly, like, and I might not have a lot, but I like, the Lord told me to give you this because you was on my heart. And it could be anything. It's like, go get yourself some lunch. Go get your nails done. Get your hair done. Go, take your kids out. Like, it's just little things that you could do to bless people. And then people will do that thing for you as well. So pay it forward, y'all. Don't be so tight on your money. It'll come back to you, I promise. Especially when you put the money out and it's sent with good intent. It always returns to be spent in the way that it's meant. Alright, I dropped this card. Let's see what it is. Long way down. Karmic. And that's why I'm a little hesitant with this swept up and this love bombing, because it could be a third party karmic. Either they are getting out of something or they trying to stop you from getting in something. But as we know, karmas aren't always negative. It's just a lesson that you gotta learn. But who want to keep on learning the same dang on lesson? Why you keep dating the same type of people? And I used to be one of them folks, y'all. I'm gonna have a little honesty hour, not hour, honesty minute with y'all, okay? I used to be one of them people like, I never date outside of my race. I never date outside of my race. But as I got older, I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? Why be so constrained just based on what I was, or my environment? Because I wasn't taught. I taught myself a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna cap. So I can't say I was taught this, that, or the third. I kind of just like grew into knowing a lot of things. But environment, plays a lot into the things that we believe. And being from Mississippi, I move a certain way because I was in a certain environment. And I loved it because that's why I'm the swaggy, charming, Southern gentleman that I am today. But like, also tough, gritty, family oriented. We don't play no games. People get stuck on our accents and the way we speak, or our, I don't know, but I choose to talk the way I talk because I want to, not because I have to, or I don't know how to speak properly. You know what I mean? But third party relationships and lessons to be learned. We have knocked up, and I said that in my intro. Whether you are booed up, knocked up, locked up, somebody might be pregnant, y'all. Ooh, who in here? Somebody pregnant. If you're pregnant, smash the like button, make some noise. Congratulations. Expecting, mothering, pregnancy. And you see, this a good dad. He kissing the stomach like he ain't finna just like be dipping out or whatever. Like, so if you are knocked up, if you are pregnant, I pray God you have a beautiful pregnancy and a beautiful baby. Congratulations. And that could contribute to, why somebody swept up. Either they got you pregnant and they're actually in love with you, or maybe they chained to you because of the pregnancy. Or maybe they got pregnant because they wanted to get you swept up. So now it's time for the honeymoon. You might want out because maybe you didn't mean to get this person pregnant, or maybe you didn't want this man to be the man that got you knocked up. But either, and with the energy readings, they could be past, present, or future. So just take it as it resonates. Knocked up. Who's knocked up? Or what do we need to know about being knocked up? What do we need to know about knocked up? Y'all quiet tonight. Y'all better say something up in here. My boo. Is my boo knocked up? Is your boo knocked up? Official status. Exclusively in a relationship. Seeing each other openly. So it's like first came love, first came marriage, then came somebody with the baby carriage. Like, this is giving. So first we went to the religious, then we went through a boo. So maybe there's a block between your family and your lover. And I don't know, we can unpack that a little bit. Latch. By disclosure, Latch. I just looked around because them little ugly things look like some little Chucky dolls back there. Somebody might have a Chucky doll. Somebody born on Halloween. Around Halloween. Alright, we're gonna switch decks now. That's our What's the News. We're gonna go over to the What's the Gossip. So I'm gonna give you a nice thorough reading. And you can always go back later. Start from the beginning. At the bottom of the deck. Rebound. Somebody might be love bomb you because you're the rebound. And it's probably because their partner dumped them. It was like, nah, it's over. So now they want to be all up in your face. Pay them dust. Pay them dust, I'm telling you. Rebound. And the thing about this, if you are part of my tribe, man, we too cool to be a rebound. Once I find out that I'm a rebound, it's a wrap. You might well go ahead on and play back with your ex, because you know, like, come to me single, come to me healed, come to me whole, come to me ready. But don't come to me no rebound, because the last thing your ex want to do is try to run up on me. The last thing your ex want to do is try to run up on me. And I promise you that. But that's why I don't allow myself to be in those type of situations, baby. You go heal first, okay? All right. It's cuffing season. All right, y'all, it's cuffing season, man. Like, I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the Valentine's Day week or vibe holiday. But cuffing season has December 25th on here. Maybe somebody's born on Christmas. I'm born on a holiday, so maybe your partner's born on a holiday. Cuffing season. This I in cuffing is capitalized, so maybe this person's only in cuffing season for selfish reasons. It could have been for a Christmas gift, or it could have been what I said just earlier. You know, I wasn't being mean to nobody to make sure I get Valentine's Day gifts, which I'll never get anyway, so I might as well just don't curse people out. But the card says temporary relationships, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth, and it says until spring. And that causes me some alarm because, like, if you are in love right now, baby, I might not even make it to the spring. You better slow down and make sure that everything's straight. And that's your SOS, your emergency, because your boo is probably knocked up and it ain't your baby. So don't get swept up because your boo is a freak. And they went back to their ex, which was a karmic. And now they feel like the black sheep because they pregnant by somebody that they don't be pregnant with. And you need to be the detective and do your work to not think that this person is pregnant by you. And you need to do it today. Because if you don't do it today, you're going to fall into marrying this person. And y'all going to be on a honeymoon. And it's going to be temporary because it wasn't built upon the truth. That's how you read them cards. And I don't know who that's for. But, like, that's very specific to someone. So, let that resonate. We have payday. It says deposited $1,400. Maybe you're going to get a deposit of $1,400. The card says financial rewards, money rolling in, celebration of success, check cash. So if there's some money owed to you that's coming to you, it could be back pay, it could be a rebate, it could be a donation, but expect some money. Energy vampires. Vampires, real life vampires. Draining connections, toxic influence. Protect your energy. It's time to cut the cords. The only way you can get this payday is if you cut them cords, because that's when the blessings come. When you are strong enough to closure, cut them off. Anything draining your energy that's stopping you from getting to the bag. And who is this person right here? Whoever you call yourself booed up with. Whoever you call yourself booed up with ain't nothing but an energy vampire. That's why every time you try to do something important, that person call you. Every time you finna do something, that person call you. Every time you finna do something productive. Every time you fed up, that person texts you. Every time you trying to do right, that person wanna sleep with you. Every time you done with that person, you feel drained. And it's because you don't have no clear expectations for where the relationship is going. They are allowing their charm and their beauty to let them drain you. And yeah, like, if you are being physical with them, the sex may be amazing. But, like, how do you feel afterwards? Got divine intervention. Unexpected guidance. The universe stepping in. Redirected paths. Being saved just in time. I'm here now as your divine intervention to save you from falling in love with somebody that ain't gonna do you right. And if you are in a relationship, this ain't for you. You know, because I pray that you have a healthy relationship. Or it may be interpreted in different ways. But what I'm channeling now is somebody that's falling in love with somebody that's playing games with them. Honeymooning. But like they are capitalizing on your pain and your hurt because they know that you've been hurt and they know that you've been isolated by many people. But you don't have enough balls or gusto or, I don't know, you don't have what you need to let it go. Releasing grudges, letting it go. Or they can't let something go. And that's the thing that's stopping them from being able to really commit with you. They can't let it go. They are in love with somebody that don't love them. They in love with somebody that's using them. They're being blocked by the energy vampires because they are afraid of closure. But it's divine intervention. Because something that I say is going to resonate. And you're going to be like, dang, it's me. This is what we need to focus on, y'all. Self-care. This Sunday is the 15th. And like I said, if you dating somebody and they haven't done you right on the 14th, leave them on the 15th and let this be your vibe. Like, give yourself a facial, bring yourself up. No, don't take a bath on Sunday. You could take a shower on Sunday, but bathing on Sunday isn't a good omen. But light you some candles, play you some music, put your mask on, and prioritize your rest, recharge emotionally, pamper yourself, have some me time. You see that I in cuffing? It needs to turn into a me in self-care, okay? Turn that I to a me. All right, we got just a couple more cards here. Then I'm going to end with a Calm the Chaos because it's Wind Down Wednesday. But we're going to go have one of those, and that'll give us something to reflect on as we go to bed tonight. So, again, thank you so much for having some time with me this evening. Make sure that you like the live. Say hey if you're in the room. Let me know that you're here. Glow up. And just keep showing up, y'all. Once you do this, then they're going to be like, dang, I messed that up. Even if it's like this and it leads to this, let's just say you break up or you let it go. And then bang, all the money that you've been missing. Because sometimes who you deal with can cause financial blocks or whatever. If you're dealing with any financial blocks, energy blocks, make sure you let me know in the inbox. But as soon as you let it go, here come your money. Here come the good looks. You got to let it go first, though. And it don't feel good. But you'll find someone else, y'all. This is not the finest person that you'll ever meet. Even if they're the finest person that you met so far. Don't be swept up and forced into a honeymoon phase just because you're hurting. All right. So we're going to get ready to wrap up. So I'm going to pull a Calm the Chaos card. And I'll see if I can find us a good one here. So, all right, Calm the Chaos, Calm the Chaos. Let's see what we got, y'all. This will be our card that take us to bed tonight. And I pray that you have a beautiful slumber. Go to sleep, get your rest. That's where you get your downloads. It's like a computer. You have to shut the computer down for the updates to happen. So, like, if you wake up and you feel different one day, it's because God or the universe, the divine spirit, whoever you subscribe to, might have placed something in you, in your brain, in your thoughts, in your DNA while you were sleeping. So make sure you get your rest because you can't be healed, you can't be repaired if you ain't getting no sleep. Drink your water, y'all. It's good for your brain. Those just little quick little Zay tips, little maxi minute moments or whatever. But alright. Let's see. Calm the Chaos. And I thank y'all. I love y'all for real because, you know, you ain't got to be here with me, but you here. This thing says, or this card says, focus on one thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. It's been thoroughly proven that when we think we're multitasking, doing multiple things at once, what we're actually doing is shifting our attention from one task to another. Repeatedly shifting our attention back and forth can quickly lead to stress. Today, choose the single most important task that you need to get done. Eliminate potential distractions and set a timer for 45 minutes. Focus on that one thing until the timer goes off and then take a 10-minute break. If you haven't finished, return to that task for another 45 minutes. When you're done, and only then, move to your next task. Notice what happens when you commit to doing one thing at a time. And even if it's dating, I don't encourage dating one person at a time. But I'm me. So like, don't take that. I encourage being in love or settling down with one person, but date them all until you find the one that you really love. Cause people do it. They want you at home chilling while they out in the streets doing their thing. But, prioritize one task at a time. Get the thing done. Comment below. What is your one thing that you want to focus on? Try to focus on that one thing and let me know how it turns out. As you know, I'm going live again tomorrow. We'll be talking with Miss Chatty LaBelle. And I asked her to describe every zodiac sign as a Valentine's Day delight. So we're going to be talking treats, candies, cupcakes, savory dishes. So, what you taste like? That's what we're going to have for tomorrow night. What do you taste like? All right. So, this was fun. Thank y'all for watching. And until next time, I don't know. Just stay strong and stay sexy. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all again later.